They got a raise, yeah. At least I haven't had to reset to escape, though, so that's nice. Another 100% Wind Waker rando race. I mean, I feel like those only work if you do them, like, every once in a while. Like, over the past year and a half, me and Linkus have only done, like, 3 of them. So I probably wouldn't want to do another one until, like, the summer, maybe. Also, hello, Skyrus. Did I hear about Linkus's coffee machine? No. Hey Moby, thank you for the good luck. Nice. Oh yeah, things are weird right now just because the future seems extremely uncertain. Second try again. No, I don't really have plans on going back to Skyward Sword unless, like, new stuff is found. At least right now. I mean, I did submit and get the run into Pace 2020, but I'm not confident that PACE is actually going to happen at this point. At least as like a live event. If it's still going as an online event, then like I might do a Skyward Sword run for it, but other than that, probably not. No, Skyward Sword's not dead. I played it a lot in 2019 and I'm kind of burned out on it now. Yeah, and it also sucks that, like, people who are graduating this year have had, like, their graduations and, like, end-of-the-year events probably all canceled. The GDQ committee hasn't made an announcement on whether SGDQ is going to be, like, virtual, or, like, whether or not SGDQ is going to be online or in person. Like, just based on how everything else is going, it looks like it's going to be online. But GDQ doesn't actually have to make that decision for a little bit, so they're gonna wait until, like, they can't possibly make it, like, in person, basically. I mean, I imagine if SGDQ is not in person, then it's just gonna be an online event. Well, no, SGDQ wouldn't be on Discord live streaming. Like, SGDQ does, like, non-GDQ related events on their channel where, like, you know, like, you'll stream to a custom GDQ server that then restreams it on their channel for, like, the event that they're doing. Also, good evening, Alyssa. Thank you for the good luck. Hello. Let's climb up. I kind of doubt that. Oh, AGDQ. I'm not like, I don't know exactly how the contracts for, like, what charity GDQ raises for works, but I'm pretty sure, like, the charity that they're raising money for both this SGDQ and next AGDQ are, like, already settled. So, like, I don't think they can change any of those events to, like, help provide for coronavirus relief. Like, they might say that, like, you know, the charity itself is going to be providing more coronavirus relief, but I don't think they can necessarily change that at the moment. Like, they can put on a new event that would benefit something else, but I don't know. Right, like, I forget what year it was, but back when Hurricane Harvey, I think it was Harvey, was, like, or after Hurricane Harvey had gone over Texas, GDQ did, like, an emergency, like, quick fundraising event to raise money for the Houston Food Bank. I didn't get caught by the first guy. This is gonna be slow though. What is this? Dang. That was a very strange guard pattern. Unfortunately, I kind of lost some time with that, though. Yeah, I submitted Ocarina of Time 3D to SGDQ, which included this category. I highly doubt SGDQ will be, like, completely canceled. Like, I imagine the worst case scenario is they just do an online event, right? Like, I think the chance of it, or the chance of the in-person event getting canceled is likely, but, like, the event not happening at all, I don't see happening. Just a weird sentence. Any other game I would want to speedrun anytime soon? I am interested in doing Wind Waker, like, all dungeons in 100%. And, like, if there's a new 100% route that can be figured out for this game, then I have interest in doing that too. The original Wind Waker, so not HD. I mean, I have a little bit of interest in doing HD, like 100% and maybe all dungeons again, but it's not, like, particularly high right now. The original game feels more appealing. Well, no, I mean, all categories, well, except for glitchless, all of the categories only have one manual super swim. Right, like a manual super swim is considered needing to actually flick the stick back and forth to achieve a super swim. All the other super swims that we do with the Wind Waker are not considered to be manual super swims. Right, because all you have to do is just hold up, and you can start super swimming, which isn't very difficult to do. Alright, second run of the day in an hour and a half that's gotten past guards. Yeah, Ian's focusing on, like, all dungeons and no barrier skip and whatnot. Especially since Puppet Ganon Skip just got found that saves, like, more than 2 minutes in each of those categories. Oh, come on. That was not very good quick text. Yeah, I'm not really sure that this game and Doom have similar sound effects, so... Also, thanks for the GG's, Mr. Pogo Stick. It was interesting watching back what happened, because it definitely looks like Jar is ahead of me. Like before I decided to go into Wind Temple. Yeah, the Wind Waker randomizer match was yesterday. You can still go back and watch it. Like, preferably on, like, probably the Zelda Speedruns channel, because that's where, like, the comparison actually is. It was on the, like, main Zelda Speedruns channel. Jim, what's the coolest glitch/trick in Zelda games? That's a pretty tough question to answer, because every game has a lot of cool tricks. It's really hard to pick just one of them. Only an OOT 3D? Probably getting into the Ferrari's Wind Fountain early. Like, the way we get into the Ferrari's Wind Fountain is just one of those things that absolutely confuses everyone the first time they see it. Yes, the coolest tricks are the ones involving ice, technically. Although, to be fair, the glitchless jumps that you do in Ice Cavern are pretty neat. I mean, also, yeah, any trick that makes you go at a really high speed is usually pretty cool. So, you know, item sliding, super sliding, Goron Missile, extending blow, long jump attack, stuff like that. Super swimming. I'm the only gym open right now, dang. Can't believe I have a monopoly on gyms everywhere. Well, there's a few places where, like, you can get ISG fairly consistently, but not in any really useful situations. Also, hey, Dawashi, thank you for the good luck. Thank you for the congrats, Jamapple. Get the stick. I don't know, in OOT 3D, instead of opening up a chest from the Gerudo, like, horse training lady, you instead can pick her up and throw her into space. Otherwise known as the Gerudo Space Program. Surprised that worked. Really? Okay. Ah, that was an unfortunate time loss. Because Link decided that he was going to do a roll when I held left and press A. Or rather, he shifted his angle and then rolled. Which sometimes just happens on slopes. A little late on the split. And yeah, that would be a great time to buy Ring Fit Adventure. Oh, nice eyelets. That trick is very cool. Probably like the swaggiest trick in this entire game. Just because of the fact that you can also break the second web with it, which doesn't happen in the original. Unfortunately, I don't know of a specific link that shows throwing the Gerudo into space. Might be able to search for it. it should be on YouTube somewhere. Thank you for the good luck in the weird face, Lion Cash. Thank you, Dead Pixel. Glad you enjoy the Elusive Glitches series. Aaron. Yeah, I mean, now seems like the perfect time for a lot of people to start playing Animal Crossing. Ironically. You're going up Joyous Tower. Ah, good luck. I wanted to put the stick away. What? Why? I just had to look at the middle scrub. That was dumb. Ah, yeah, Rapid Bullseye will do the trick. Hey, Vasky, thank you for the good luck. Thank you for the good luck as well, Toad. I might have been able to be ahead if I had done the scrubs correctly. But I shall still be behind, unfortunately. Joyous Tower is one of the later dungeons in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX. Hello. Very good quick text. That was good quick text, though. I'm playing, or I've played a lot of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX these past few weeks since it was released about 2 weeks ago. I don't really play the mainline series games, though. No, there's no Vibruto in 3D. No, I do not see myself speedrunning Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I'm too addicted to speedrunning Zelda to really consider speedrunning anything else. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Jabu's kind of supposed to look disgusting. I mean, you can always time yourself, like, when trying to do a run. There isn't really, like, any amount of practice you technically need to do before attempting to do a run. Of course, the attempt probably won't be very good, but... like, even with practice, first attempts usually aren't very good anyway. Like, my first Skyward Sword any percent speedrun was over 9 hours long, because I only practiced like 1/3 of the game up until that point. Oh yeah, I mean, of course you don't have to use a timer, but... I mean, one way of looking at it is that, like, the earlier you use one, the more you'll get used to it. Oh, that was the best segment. Yeah, alright, I'll take it. Also, hello, Cried. Thank you for the good luck. Oh yeah, again, all first runs of something are bad. If anyone tells you they did a good first run of something, they're probably lying. With some, like, obvious exceptions, like if the game is an auto-scroller and gets completed in the exact same amount of time. Yeah, the exact same amount of time every single time. First glitchless run was perfect, though. Oh yeah, I forgot. Joshua's first glitchless run was amazing, I'm sure. Well, I got consistent at the Ferrari's Wind Fountain clip by just practicing it a whole bunch. And also, like, a big part of practicing, at least with speedrunning, is recognizing why something doesn't work if it doesn't work, right? Like, if I fail the Ferrari's Wind Fountain clip, I pretty much always know why it didn't work, or, like, the reason that it failed. And then I can correct that. Hey D3, thank you for the good luck. Oh, darn it. Lost like a few seconds there. The left business scrub stayed loaded for just a little bit too long. Yes. Moo. I mean, in a way, every speedrun that you do is practicing, sort of. Right? Because every time you're doing the motions, you're theoretically, like, getting better at them, in a sense. Too much of a turn. Well, yeah, if you practice bad habits, that can hinder you, but... Like, when you think about it, there isn't really, like, much of a difference between, like, practicing speedruns and actually doing attempts. Like, you're still doing the same stuff, it's just in a different, like, context. And a different mindset. So thank you for the good luck, Minecrafter. Not very good. I want to push you a little more. No, I didn't get the new Animal Crossing. I don't have any plans to get it. Well, yeah, that is a thing that I do notice a lot. Is that, like, new runners will often reset when they don't really need to. But that also comes with understanding how much time you actually have to save in certain places. Right, like I could be 40 seconds behind right now finishing Jabu and I could still PB, for example. So even if I was like 40 seconds behind, I probably wouldn't reset. But like when you're just starting out a game, it can be hard to figure out, or like hard to be aware of how much time you actually have to save, like over the course of the run on all your different segments. And like that's something that I'm always like trying to improve at also, right? Like probably a month ago if I was that far behind at Jabu I would have reset, but now I realize that it's not necessary to do that. Unless I like continually fail, and if I'm like, you know, a minute or 2 minutes behind, then I should probably reset. I've been streaming today for a little under 2 hours currently. So thank you very much, Smooth Brains, for the Tier 1 subscription. You enjoyed the badge and emotes, and thank you very much. I mean, the reason I say that, like, resetting isn't necessary, especially if you're just starting out, is because, like, actually going through the motion of a full run is going to help you more in the long run than just getting a faster time is. If that makes sense. Because if you reset too much, like, you'll get really good at the beginning of the game, but you'll sort of be neglecting the end of the game if you don't practice it enough. Whereas doing no reset runs, you can actually get to the end of the game a lot. And be able to keep your skill up at it. Wait, that's the real one. I almost got juked. I mean, also things like, you know, schedule might determine whether or not you reset or not. Like, if you only have so much time to do runs, you might want to, like, reset to try to get more attempts in or something like that. Thankfully, I didn't screw up that one. Didn't save as much time as I would have hoped, but I screwed up the, like, Deku Scrubs, and I had to use an extra Deku Nut on the Keys and Fire Temple. Yeah, I know there's a faint buzzing with the game audio if it's, like, turned up really high. There's not really much I can do about that, though, with how I'm capturing it. Oh. Well, what happened in Spirit Temple in my PB is my fault. It's not like the game like screwed me over or something. It was because I failed boss key skip because I didn't go high enough. Just barely, though. Also, hello, AB boy. No, not Spirit Tracks. It's that legendary blade. A Master Sword. Hope you guys all enjoyed those 5 minutes of cutscenes. Where am I streaming from? I'm streaming from my college dorm. Not in a bunker or anything. This dorm just happens to be kind of old. I mean, this isn't what all dorms look like, it's just what this dorm looks like. Like, most of the dorms on campus look much nicer than this one, but this one was cheap, so decided I'd go for it. No, I don't have any roommates. I'm in a singles room. Still cheaper than doubles in some of the other dorms. There's a bit of some weird movement. Alright. Very good. Okay, who's excited to fall for 2.5 minutes? Well, I mean, execution can be just as important as, like, being able to pull off any tricks, right? Like, if you save 5 seconds on execution on every single split, that's like a 2-minute time save right there. Oh, welcome to the stream, Alara Kaku. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but that's what I interpreted. But no, this is just my school dorm, even though for some reason people think that the cement walls make it look like a bunker. No, thankfully it doesn't look like I'm going to be kicked out of my dorm, like a lot of other campuses are doing. I'm doing alright, Alien H. Happy that I got to run this far. And I should be saving a little bit of time on this segment right here. Also, hello, Squigs the Duck. Should be 3 more void outs, and then I can finally die in the water. This will end when Link dies, and I can do zombie rolls into the body of water that's in front of me. Alright, I'll just call you Alien then. This category can definitely be pushed to sub 120. Maybe 118 if someone is crazy. Ah, excellent. A best segment. We take those. That's not where I wanted to put that. Accidentally equipping Neighbor's Love. No, what you saw was not SRM. I was able to load myself onto the title screen file by setting my entrance to be the title screen and then wrong warping into that while not allowing the title screen cutscene to actually play. So it doesn't have anything to do with SRM. The reason I have to void out 14 times is because on the title screen, Link has 14 hearts. So to get those hearts down to 0, you have to void out 14 times. No, don't need to talk to the old lady. No, my dorms aren't closed. The university is encouraging students to leave, but they're not actually going to specifically kick anyone out. Okay. Alright, so whether or not I save time here is going to depend on where Morpha decides to go. Well, yeah, I mean, I understand it can happen at any point. Silver Scum. But I guess the college doesn't consider it bad enough yet to completely send everyone home. Also, that's a terrible spot for Morpha to jump to, so I will probably lose time here. Really? Get over here. pretty bad. I'm gonna lose a lot of time because of that. Oh well. I should have shot the hook shot one more time before trying to slash into the corner. I'm still gonna be ahead, but I shouldn't really have lost all this time. I mean, yeah, like, honestly, now's as good a time to start trying speedrunning as ever, if you've ever been interested. Really? Okay, I'm very surprised that timing for that wasn't good. Oh well. That's unfortunately some more time lost. Still too early for that. I want to try to drink the potion as I enter into the blue warp. Thanks for the good luck, audio killers. This run is kind of okay, I guess. It's made it farther than any run else today, which is a good sign. But we'll have to see how the rest goes. I mean, I'd say that as far as, like, game difficulty goes, it seems like Breath of the Wild is probably a little harder to learn than this game, but I haven't done any of the, like, new stuff in Breath of the Wild, so I don't really have an idea. No, I've never done bomb impact launch. Again, I've hardly done anything in that game since like April of 2017. So, yeah. Because like when I was doing it, the big thing was stasis launching. Like I can do stasis launching, but I don't think that's actually used in the run anymore because bomb impact launching seems way more convenient. No, yeah, islets. That's how you have to line up most of the blue warp run warps. Some of them have other setups you can do, like using different ways to line up, but the general strategy that works for all of them is to do what you described. It's like, that's what I'll do when I get to Fire Temple. For Dodongo's Cavern, I actually just try to roll into the warp immediately because it doesn't load right away. There's a little bit of time I have where I can stand in the warp and then do restricted items, which is what I'm going to try to do here. But it is also very risky, because if I fail it, there's like no backup for it. Alright, well, despite not having good Shadow Temple, I still saved time here. Although the segment here was pretty good. Also, thank you very much, The Real Fiznix, for the Twitch Prime subscription. And thank you very much for the good luck, Nenrikido. Also, I didn't mean to replace boots there, but that's fine. Where do you go after you get out of Forest Temple? I mean, there's a number of places you can go. If you don't mind spoilers, I'm guessing, though. I would recommend going to Goron City next. If you just beat Forest Temple. Oh yeah, you can get the tunic by blowing up the Goron that's rolling around in Goron City. And then talking to him. I forgot to equip my Deku Nuts. I very much prefer the 3DS version of this game compared to the original. Hooray! Well, yeah, the Goron does try to avoid you. So you have to, like, knock him down with an explosion. The reason I have all these keys is because when I did the back in time warp to the title screen actually gave me 8 keys for every single dungeon. It also gave me 8 keys for dungeons where there aren't actually any locks, so I do have 8 Deku Tree keys on this dungeon, or on this file, excuse me. So thank you very much for the 31 months, Telegra. Yes, still trapped in a jail cell, but it's okay. Only 2 more months, and then I will be out for good. Is this a hard speedrun? If you're just learning from scratch, I would consider this to be a somewhat difficult speedrun, yes. The most difficult part is, being able to consistently do the Ferori's Windarong warps that we do in this category. Well, yeah, the easiest way to blow up the Goron in Goron City is to just hold a bomb chew over your head as the Goron runs into you. This is an interesting position to be shooting from. My offline banner was made by Mazuyoshi. She does pretty good artwork. The Mirror Shield also came with the title screen file, Soviet Giraffe. Okay. Should be saving most of this time here, I think. A pretty average Twin Rova. I didn't get, like, any good or bad patterns, really. Hey, Speedy Jellyfish, thank you for the good luck. Yeah, it was a best segment. Amazing how much faster that could be with, like, really good Twin Rova RNG. No, I've never run the Oracle games before. Alright, all that's left is Volvagia and the Credits Warp. Let's see what we can do. Yes, this is PB pace. We're on the last segment of the run, and I'm ahead by about 1 minute and 5 seconds. The newest route change was skipping the Dodongo's Cavern, or specifically skipping the Goron Ruby cutscene after Dodongo's Cavern, by wrong warping to a very short cutscene instead and watching that, but still obtaining the Goron Ruby. Saves like 30 seconds. This wasn't my first run doing it, though. That's not good. That sucks. Go back down. You're being really slow. I accidentally did too many chew drops. I mean, if we get the wrong warp, this will still, like, be a PB and record, but... once again, getting troll hold. Okay. Actually, I guess it wasn't too bad of a troll hole, because I only lost like 15 seconds or so. Or 20 seconds. Usually I lose like 30, but... A 119.49. Sub 120 in OOT 3D, all Dungerinos. So, yeah. Alright, everyone, as per tradition, you all need to waste all your points now. So I better see everybody wasting their points in the chat. Also, thank you for the 2 bits and cephalopod. Alright, there we go. Now people are wasting points. This is what we come here for. But yeah, so this is a new world record for Ocarina of Time 3DL Dungeons. I got some pretty nice best segments here. Still sucks that I got troll-holed by Volvagia, though, but thankfully she didn't seem to take too long to come back out. Usually, like, if I get troll-holed, it would waste, like, 30 seconds or something. So thank you very much for the 500 bits, Bean Seller. That's very generous of you. I also wasted time in Water Temple and Shadow Temple. Those boss fights were not very good. Wasted a little time on Ferroy's Wind. So thank you very much, Joshua, for gifting Skyrus a Tier 1 subscription. I don't know if I'm ending the stream quite yet. I mean, we've been streaming for like 2.5 hours. And also, thank you very much, Speedy Jellyfish, for the Twitch Prime subscription. Thank you very much for the 50 bits, Mcitaz. Thank you very much. Yeah, so this time definitely could be improved. Like, it's still 2 minutes off of my sump best, so... How am I still in a dorm room? My school hasn't kicked me out yet. I don't know if they will, but based upon everything they're doing, it doesn't seem like they will. But, of course, I don't know, could happen at any time. Oh yeah, because I did lose, like, combined between Water Temple and Shadow Temple, I lost, like, 35 seconds, and then another 20 to Volvagia. So that could make, like, a 118 happen. Now, OOT3D is not dead. This is not a God tier run. In my opinion, God tier runs don't exist unless there's actually, like, a proven limit as to how low a game can go. Yes, you are in the credits of this game, Bean Seller. Yeah, the biggest time save that I had over my previous PB was in Spirit Temple, where I failed the Spirit Temple boss key skip. But I didn't fail that this time, so I saved like 42 seconds. No, I actually edit the world record command manually, so like I can change it right now. It does not pull from speedrun.com. For instance, it's now changed. Also, thank you for the good luck, Bozda Bear. run's already over, but thank you for the good luck anyway. I mean, the reason I edit it myself is because, like, Ben, at least for a while, Ben wasn't uploading his, like, new records to speedrun.com, so I would have to edit the command manually anyway. But yes, this is a new world record, because the previous one was an hour, 20 minutes, and 22 seconds by Mr. Ben Stevens, 56, who is also very good at this game. He currently also has the MST record. Well, yes, usually you have to be good to get a record. Although that typically will only manifest itself if there are a lot of people competing for it. Yeah, Ben has like a bunch of Phantom Hourglass and I think Spirit Tracks records too, but I'm not particularly knowledgeable about those games. Also, Link has the Goron bracelet in this credits cutscene, even though he normally shouldn't. Well, it's not that I'm not allowed to talk Buzz during those runs, but it's better for the restream if I don't talk on my streams. They can, like, use game audio from my stream. No, I don't think so, Laserbeam, because it happens in, at least I think it would happen in beforehand in any percent. Honestly, I'm not sure. Okay, I don't think we need to listen through